What? Why the chirpy tone? What the hell are you talking about? How do we get so close to nuclear war that the city of New York is telling me to wash the radioactive dust off my pants? Dishonest, the most power-hungry people in the United States are the very ones yelling the loudest for a war with Russia. That would be Joe Biden. That would be Nancy Pelosi. That would be Chuck Schumer. That would be Adam Schiff. These are the people telling you that Vladimir Putin is a war criminal bent on world domination. Why are they saying that? Why are they suggesting Vladimir Putin's going to take over Europe? That's not true. But why are they saying it? Well, there's a reason. A reason that has precisely nothing to do with saving lives or making Ukraine a better country. Again, red flag, anyone? And yet somehow Republicans don't see it. They don't seem curious about why the worst people in America are for an endless war with Russia. In fact, apart from Marjorie Taylor Greene and a few other Republicans in Congress, they are all in. Whatever Joe Biden wants in Ukraine, they support. Here, for example, is Lindsey Graham with his little friend Richard Blumenthal. That would be Connecticut's most famous Vietnam War hero. Here they are together.
This picture ought to tell you something about America right now. There's bipartisan support to defeat Putin, to call him out as a pariah and a war criminal.
When we get back, we're going to try to get the Senate as a whole to pass the resolution, hopefully leading the way for the administration to label Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism in the category of Iran, Syria, and North Korea.
Defeat Putin. Will that improve your life? Is it improving the lives of the Ukrainians right now? No, it's not. And yet, every person who has been on the wrong side of every foreign policy decision going back 40 years is on the same page. And that, of course, would include John Bolton, the former national security advisor, who, by the way, just admitted on national television that he has personally engineered coups in foreign countries. Wait, we're not for democracy? Apparently not. John Bolton isn't, but wasn't democracy the whole point? Were those coups state-sponsored terror? No one's asking. No one's calling John Bolton a war criminal. Instead, here's what they're saying.
Biden studiously avoids doing the one thing, though, that could really bring down the price of crude. He needs to arm the Ukrainians to the teeth so they can quickly beat Russia and put the war to bed. Could we make Ukraine safe for agriculture? Sure. But we might have to set up a no-fly zone in the western part of the country, which Biden doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to create a no-fly zone because that's American fighter planes firing at Russian ones. And it's a hop, skip, and a jump from there to nuclear war. I understand that. By the way, I think there's a very good argument for that. But a no-fly zone is, while extremely risky, it is the best way to get food inflation under control.
Wait, what? I tuned in to find out whether I should buy Cisco on the dip. And you're a foreign policy expert now? The American economy is in serious trouble. It's heading south faster than any anticipated. But instead, you flip on CNBC and the geniuses are talking about World War III, and they're not the only ones. So if you want to know how big this has become, how ominous this is in the absence of attention from the rest of us, we've kind of sleptwalked up to this point, you should see this. This is from the city of New York, our largest city. This is a public service announcement reminding the 8 million residents of New York they could soon be nuked.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why, just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? Step one, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. Stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body.
What? Now, if you were drinking beer and that came on TV, you'd think maybe she was giving you advice on what to do if your basement floods or if there's a heat wave. And then you get to the part where she says radioactive dust and you snap to it. Radioactive dust? You're suggesting that someone might lob a nuclear weapon into our largest city? What? Why the chirpy tone? What the hell are you talking about? How do we get so close to nuclear war that the city of New York is telling me to wash the radioactive dust off my pants? This is total lunacy. This is crazy. Why are we doing this? Because Putin's bad and he's going to take over Belgium? Because nobody has said anything. And because the Republican Party has collaborated with the nutcases in the Biden administration, we have reached the point where some chirpy lady on TV is telling you to prepare for the deaths of tens of millions of Americans? Wake up.